We're here again then at a circuit famous for its stunning visuals and thrilling battles for glory. Who will take the spotlight in the Bahrain Grand Prix today? Formula One returns to the desert today on this exceptional 3.36-mile circuit. 15 corners provide plenty of overtaking opportunities. It could be a strategic race, this one, with Sakir notorious for eating up the rear tyres. Watch out for drivers managing their rubber at some point during the Grand Prix. Anthony Davidson is alongside me as usual for the race today. Why don't we start by talking about Valtteri Bottas? That was a great win in the last race. Can they keep that momentum going this weekend?
It's always nice to come into a Grand Prix weekend on a high, but your expectations are based much more on your practice and qualifying runs. So it's the momentum from those sessions that they'll be hoping to carry into the race today.
Before we begin, let's take a quick look at the grid lineup for today's race. Lewis Hamilton lines up on pole position, and it's Valtteri Bottas that completes the front row. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Leclerc, Vettel, Max Verstappen and Albon, Ricciardo, Sainz, Norris and Sergio Perez, Stroll, Gasly, Kimi Raikkonen and Giovinazzi, Magnussen, Kvyat, Brown and Roman Grosjean, Russell, Hubert, Ocon and Nicholas Latifi. Now, it's almost time for lights out, so let's go down to the track.
After the points finish last race, let's aim to keep the momentum going. Pushing. Let's capitalize on that first lap. Okay, you're in the top 10. Use your overtake button more, it's time to utilize some of this energy. DRS is offline. The rear wing is down, so you can stay out while we work on a fix. DRS is being enabled this lap. We can use DRS when you are within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone. We're leading our teammate by 5.7 seconds. Burned off our excess fuel. We'll be back on target soon. Don't wait too long to turn the engine down. Tyre condition is still looking good. Hamilton is behind you. The gap is less than a second. They're on old softs. Their tyres are 1 lap old. We think they've got one more stop. The time last lap was a 1:32.2. Leclerc's out in front. We're approaching the pit window. You'll be on the hards. Release, release. Okay, stay clear of the white line on the exit. We'll receive a penalty for dangerous driving if you cross over into the track. To run in this engine mode much longer. We're about a lap over target. Drop down to mix too soon. This is your final lap of the race. That's the end of the race. We'll see you in Parc Fermé.
That's it for another spectacular Grand Prix here in Bahrain, and a real champion's drive to take the win. Talk to me, Ant. What was it that set them apart from the competition today?
Well, this was a real team victory. They put together a solid strategy today that appeared well suited to the conditions out on track. The driver did everything that was expected of them in the moment to really execute the team's plan to perfection, a shining example of how F1 really is a team sport.
And here we are, a team that is no stranger to the podium, taking their place on top once again. A sublime race today and a stunning win for Ferrari. So, let's review the drivers' standings. This result narrows the gap between our championship leader and the rest of the standings. Now, let's discuss, Ant. Who would you say is a contender for driver of the day?
Difficult call, but I'd like to say Esteban Ocon. He's just so gifted at getting the most out of his tyres, and he showed that today.
Let's move on to the constructors. Mercedes continue to extend their lead. Meanwhile, good work from Racing Point this weekend, who pushed themselves further up the order. After an event like that, who knows what the sport has in store for us next time? Be sure to join us again as we continue to bring you the latest excitement in Formula One.
The fans really seem to enjoy that. You made it look easy. You really looked in control of your car out there. Your team must be thrilled. It wasn't the cleanest race today, was it? Appreciate your time.
You're not currently in a rivalry. Sooner or later, you'll probably be asked by the media who you consider to be your rival. Think carefully who you select. While you will receive a claim for beating them, you'll lose a claim if you fail to do so.